I think we all started feeling like we were single moms in Vegas.
I mean, I remember feeling like a single mom in Vegas, but I thought that was what it was. I thought that's what plural marriage kind of entailed.
It was the first time I ever really felt like a single mom.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really know what to do with this conversation. I don't even know what to say here, and I don't know what to do, and it's really hard to hear because it means I was never part of whatever it is she's talking about they had.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, September 8th, and Christine Brown, the Sister Wives. What's going on? The weekly rundown of is escaping polygamy really going to be a thing? Surviving Cody. Would that be I would so watch that show. Surviving Cody Brown. Oh my gosh, I would watch that show, you guys. Anyways, this is Christine Brown. Her departure from the family, or alleged departure, has been the fodder around the water cooler. Is that even a thing? Do we have talks around the water cooler? Is it more just like a talk around the computer, like on our keyboards, like a talk around Twitter or Instagram? I actually don't spend a whole lot of time on Twitter. I spend most of my time on Instagram since, by the way, if you're not following me on the Insta, it's at Without a Crystal Ball for all the latest tea and what I'm working on ahead of time. Christine Brown, her house is currently on the market. She is selling it for $725,000. Yes, you can buy her, I think it's just over 2,000 square feet home, right nestled outside the mountains. She has a beautiful mountain view, and she is maybe gonna hightail it out of her native or her unnative Flagstaff area and back to Utah. So the Sister Wives have moved a lot, you guys. And when we first met them, they lived in Lehi, Utah. If you remember, in that house that was sort of built with 3 separate places. There was a apartment for Christine, Mary, and for Janelle. And that was thrown into a real wrench when Robin joined and there was no space for her. Then so Robin rented her own place. Then there was the whole investigation where they felt like they were under investigation by the state of Utah. So then they flew out of Utah and they drove, I didn't fly, but they hightailed it out of Utah, moved to Nevada, and then they were in Las Vegas for around 5 years. And then after about 5 years, made the decision to move to Flagstaff, Arizona for some reason unbeknownst to me. Cody did try to get his friends and his wives to move back to Utah and proposed going to St. George, which is actually in southern Utah, not anywhere near where Lehi, Utah is, but St. George is also the home of a lot of their friends and family members, and so therefore it would have been a good place, and they have a church location there as well. Well, recently, Mykelti and Tony actually made the choice to move back to Lehi, Utah, where she grew up, and they spent a lot of their time as kids. And then her daughter, Aspyn, lives in Salt Lake City. And then I believe we have Audrey and Mariah moved to Salt Lake City as well. There's a lot of kids that are in Utah, and Miss Christine has a lot of kids not with her anymore. She's basically got Truely, and a lot of you guys were asking where Gwendolyn is. Your guess is as good as mine. So over this time, Christine has made a lot of trips back to Utah, and it's probably because her daughter, Mykelti, had a daughter, Avalon. So over the weekend, Paedan actually posted some photos on his Instagram, and then Christine also posted some photos on Instagram as well, and they were at an Oktoberfest. So Paedan, who rarely is on Instagram, he actually posted this, and he said, "Had so much fun visiting my family up north, and I'm so glad Mom could be here for Oktoberfest. What an amazing life to be living." And then he shared photos with his mom, his niece, with Truely and Mykelti, and then there was a photo of them all outside of the Oktoberfest. And I'm not sure where in Utah this was and where up north would be. I'm guessing near Tony, and I'm guessing near Lehi. Some people in the comments were like, "Oh my gosh, the Delta variant is going on. Why aren't you guys wearing masks?" And I don't know. It doesn't look super crowded there. And again, I don't know their vaccination status at this time. So he made that post, and the photo has Avalon looking super cute. A lot of the people in the comments on Christine's photo were mentioning about her little chubby legs, which baby chubby legs are literally the cutest thing. And she kind of looks like one of those Michelin babies. So then Christine on her post also shared having fun at Oktoberfest at Snowbird, fun with family. So Snowbird is unincorporated community in Little Cottonwood Canyon, which is near Salt Lake City, and it has a ski resort that apparently they're very famous for, and it looks like it might have been there. So the Oktoberfest is actually at Snowbird. Oktoberfest apparently runs for more than a month at Snowbird, and they have festivities on the weekends. So each weekend it's open and be from anywhere from 12 to 6 p.m. from Saturday through Sunday. And they have all kinds of events for the different days, but they were there last week. And I guess Oktoberfest lasts for 2 months, even though it's September. So she was in Snowbird, which is a very scenic resort area, and she had fun with her kids. Now, in the comments, a lot of people were like, oh my God, where's your husband? Well, because where would he be? So a lot of people in the comments were like, where is Cody? Could you please leave Cody? Why does Cody miss out on everything? Why isn't Cody part of the family? Why do you do things and Cody's not around? Where's Cody? Could you leave Cody? I don't know why you stay with him, Christine. And then a lot of people talking about Sob and Robin and how Cody only spends time with Sabin, and Sabin is the only reason that Cody actually cares and the only wife that he cares about. And then some people mentioned that Janelle apparently has been posting photos with him. But this has begged the question about Christine potentially moving to Utah again, because she keeps traveling back and forth to Utah. So one of my super sleuths thought she found a property listed in Lehigh under Christine's name, but it was not under her name. It was actually under someone else named Christine and their husband named Taylor. So Christine's maiden name, Allred, is also something that people use to search for properties, although Christine has legally changed her name to Christine Brown. So unless she changes her name back, all legal paperwork would be done in Christine. So at this point, she is still on the deed for her house in Flagstaff. She also is still on the property that is owned at Coyote Pass. And Janelle Brown actually indicated that there was a delay on the property, and so she was going to have to find new home or housing for this winter, because she's apparently not going to be able to live out there on the winter because of the climate and the elements and all of that. Unclear about where she's going to land over the winter, but she is going to be moving back off Coyote Pass, and so she plans to move back onto Coyote Pass in the spring. It doesn't seem like there's a long-term solution here with that property, simply because they haven't done anything. There's no construction that's happening there, and Cody has talked so much about how they don't have the money. Janelle Brown also posted that Christine was joining her in her business, which means Christine is joining yet again another multi-level marketing company. And she made this post earlier today, which said this: Madison, Maddie, and I are so excited to announce that Christine has joined our Plexus family. She shares, watching from the sidelines doesn't give you energy. Watching from the sidelines doesn't bring back your focus or mental clarity. Watching from the sidelines doesn't make the sugar cravings go away, nor the stomach pains disappear. I have been watching Janelle from the sidelines. I was so impressed with her focus, energy, drive, among other things, during her move. I had to see for myself what this was all about. I was ready to stop watching from the sidelines and jump in. I was ready to feel my very best, and Janelle and Maddie were proof enough for me. After starting the products, my stomach stopped hurting, my energy was back, and I hadn't felt like this in a very long time. I didn't experience any travel gut while traveling, and my memory, my goodness, I remember so many things now. I even harassed Maddie about not making lists. All I can say is I'm so thankful for these products. If you're ready, message me. There are incredible discounts this month along with free products with purchase. Don't forget to join by September 20th. And it was a picture of her and Janelle basically shilling Plexus, the pink drink, making a lot of health claims that are not backed by the FDA or science, and hopefully, gonna get more people that are their followers to dive into yet another multi-level marketing company that is a pyramid scheme. On top of that, Christine also shared a picture earlier today where she let us know that Truely is actually the only one living at her house, which could be why she is selling her house. Maybe she's downsizing. She says, now that Gwen and Isabel have moved out, Truely is my photographer. Super lucky for me. She posed me and everything. Mom life, LuLaRoe retailer, blessed Kendra Scott. So I'm not really clear what the long-term goal is, but Christine, rumors that she might have bought a house, not true. And she was outside of Salt Lake City with her kids, spending time with her kids back in Utah, goes to Utah all the time. And I think if she does leave Cody, we know where she's going to go. She's going to go back to Utah. All right, you guys. So what are your thoughts about this? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.